Okay, so this is Brown Sugar Talks. It's Test Me Tuesday. Coming under Black Unicorns, my own station. So, guys, this is what happened. Like, I guess somebody told me to speak from my heart. That's like the message I got this week. So, I'm going to keep going from my heart. So, Test Me Tuesday. So, I have dealt with people in my religion for a long time, and I just sometimes feel like, why do you care? Why would people care? And why would it be where you have to therefore condemn me if I don't believe how you believe? So, I don't know. I just feel like that we just use it as a way to manipulate and escape different parts of ourselves. Like, we use religion as that part, or some people use it as a method of control, which sometimes we have to also go back to our chakras, because we control things in different ways. Like me, sometimes if I can't get things under control, or if everything's out of control, then if it's not balanced, then your chakra's off, right? So it's like you have to find those different ways of trying to get yourself not to want to control people through some method that you believe in, but nobody else does. So whatever I believe as a person, I don't push that onto people. Like, I'm not about to spend my days just like, okay, trying to convince you of my way of life, because my way of life is my own. If you come in and you like what I do, and I show you what I do, or I tell you how I explain to you what I do, then that's cool. Like, we get to share. But if you're coming to me and you're bringing me your situation in order for me to give you for me to listen to you, I'm just not with that, because I'm a grown ass woman. I live my fucking life. So I'm at this point, I'm kind of tired of everybody else's advice. Fuck y'all. And I say that in the kindest and the nicest of ways. I don't give a fuck about how you feel and what it is that you have going on, or whatever I'm supposed to feel as far as your affiliation and how you think I'm supposed to see and view the world. When I'm ready to find those things, when I'm ready to look for that information, then guess what? I'll get it. If it's not given to me, or if it's if I'm on a different journey and somebody on that journey starts to hand me pieces of information, then I'll go ahead and take that too. Somebody that I really like is Erykah Badu. Sometimes she put good stuff out there. Like, she puts out the chakras. Yes, your pancakes are ready, sir.
Can I watch it on your
computer?
No,
the what?
The TV.
You can. I'm making your pancakes now.
Netflix. Can I watch Netflix?
I think you can try it. So they're right here. So what's going on is that I like that the information that she gives, or like the images that she puts out, and because that's something that I kind of affiliate with and that I'm sort of associated with. But I've had people this week. I had one. Me and my son were we were out for Cinco de Mayo, and we had somebody stop us and say, "Oh, I give out free portraits," which she could have been like maybe some kind of art. Maybe she does a different type of art. So she says, "Hey, I do free portraits. Let me give you a portrait of your son." First she said, "Well, I'll do a portrait of both of you." Then she said, "No, I'm gonna give you a portrait of your son." And I'm like, "Okay, well, we'll wait." And she's like, "Oh yeah, wait for me to smoke this cigarette." And it's like, okay. And then she says, "Well, no, I don't want to give it to you because God says that God says something. I don't know. God says that I'm supposed to, that you don't want it. You want to go buy your son donuts and not give your money to God." Well, first off, you can't give your money to God, right? If God is in heaven and he's like this person that sees everything and he knows your heart, how am I giving my money to God? Don't I give my money to the church, which therefore is given to a human being who then therefore takes care of the church? So I'm giving out money that's supposed to be trusted into things. And yes, I would prefer to give my son a donut, because in this life he has to have, he doesn't have to, but if he has that experience, then he has that experience. There's so many different types of donuts. Like, there's vegan donuts, there's creme brulee donuts. I mean, it's so many different types of donuts. So you would rather me deny him that experience on earth just so I can give money to a church that probably will not help me pay my bills in return? That's the thing that I'm looking at. And so it's like, I apologize, but I really don't give a fuck about what you think about what I want to do with my money. So that's my whole thing. It's like I do prefer to give money to the actual people to be taken care of, because those people, they know what they need to do with their money. They actually do. They actually know where they want the money to go and what they want to do with it. Unless they're liars, because I ran across those too, where they say, hey, pay, oh, you gonna pay this bill? Here, put it on this account number. Not the account number at their house, but the account number at somebody else's house. So then therefore they can run a con game like, you did this or you did that. So, sometimes you gotta watch out for people and what their intentions are. And so I've had that. And I've had that. So it's like it's always all these sides of a coin, and it's all these different parts and different situations to a story. And people will always try to make you out to be a bad person when all your intentions were to be good. So then I run into this guy at the park. He says, hey, I had this woman and she was talking in this park about depression, and she just talked about being depressed. Well, being depressed is some parts of some people's lives. For me, I don't like hearing about it, but I'll talk about it all day. And so it's like I have to find like my time to be able to discuss when I was depressed. I'm not depressed, but it's like you have to define that time to discuss things like that. And so, I was trying to tell the man, because again, he came to me as like, okay, I'm a Christian, like he's all in the Bible, all this different stuff. And it's like, okay, I understand it, and I fully respect it. But for her to be able to first acknowledge it outside in the sunshine, it's wonderful, because usually when people are depressed, you can't even move out the bed. Like, you can't even get out the bed. Like, it's a struggle to even move. And then to even tell people about it, because you feel like you are therefore bothering people by letting them know that you don't feel so happy on the inside, that you feel like you cannot move. You feel like your body is debilitating. You feel like you have all these things and you have to actually push through all that. If you ever felt insecure about something and somebody had you sitting there, not like like somebody had you sitting there, it's like when you feel insecure, you don't want to move because you feel like you stink. You feel like you feel like you ugly. You feel like your body has things that are going on that other people can see. It's like so many things, and you just sit there, but you sit still. You sit in stillness because you don't want anybody to notice that at that moment you feel insecure, even though the insecurity could totally be on your face. And you still don't know that because you're just sad and this and all these different things. And so to be able to stand up and walk your unhappy ass outside is a big ass deal. So if you are depressed, if you ever depressed, and you get your unhappy ass outside in the sunshine, and you able to actually let those words come out of your mouth that you are depressed to somebody else because you know that you don't want to bother them with your problem, you are making a step in the right direction. So it's almost like, don't let people tell you or hinder you with this bullshit, or you gotta always come out and be sunshiny, that you not trying because it's not a smile on your face. Well, you trying because you are moving. You are moving out of something that was holding you back. You understand? Don't let people grab your tail and tell you the back of your dress or the back of your pants and say, hey, you know what? Nope, stay here. Because you gotta be my kind of happy in order for you to be happy. And that's not the truth. So then I think he moves into something else about the young woman. And I was trying to explain to him, but he cut me off. And I understand him cutting me off because it's like, I'm not going to let you dictate how I'm supposed to feel about a conversation that you heard. I'm going to give you my perspective. Even though you are older than me, I'm going to tell you my perspective of where I'm coming from. It's just like sometimes give people that space and that allowance to be who they have to be in that moment. Now, either you can stand there and listen, or you can stand there, or you can walk away. That's up to you, because it's your time, it's your life, it's what you have to do. But at the same time, if you're gonna listen to a heart, then be able to help, or be able to take care of yourself first and walk away. So all those issues and all those different types of things are just up to you. They all up to you. And that's how we start to move into being there for each other and taking care of each other, and then taking care of ourselves. Not to say that you taking care of yourself is always a bad thing. Sometimes it will be selfish. it will be painful for somebody to watch you take care of yourself. But in the end, you have to do it. In the end, you have to be there for yourself first. Anyway, this is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks on Text Me Tuesday, talking about religion versus spirituality and how those tend to look. And I don't want to be judgmental, and maybe I am. Hopefully, I'm not that person with that log in my eye. But either way, I just really want people to understand that sometimes you have to open up life for other people. You have to be accepting and give acceptance, so that in order for you to receive acceptance, because I don't really think about what comes around goes around. It's like, because sometimes in life you're gonna have the same situation, and you don't want to be judged for who you are and what you like and what you don't like. And I don't want anybody to be put in that position, because I've been in that position for a long time. And sometimes you just want somebody to listen, somebody to hear who you are, and not have them define who you are. Again, this is Shantae, Brown Sugar Talks, under Black Unicorns, telling you to eat some green stuff, get some different color vegetables in your body, like some beets and some sweet potatoes and like all that good stuff, and have a beautiful week. Thank you.